All right, let's just get right into it. We've all got this weird relationship with our phones, right? They're always in our pockets. But what if that feeling, that constant pull to just keep scrolling, what if that isn't just you having a bad habit? It's actually a biological loop. And today, we're going to break down exactly how it works and, more importantly, how you can start to get your focus back.
Just think about it. Sometime in the last hour, you did this. You picked up your phone.
And there was no notification, right? No buzz, no ping, nothing actually told you to.
You weren't even looking for anything specific, were you? You didn't have a job to do on it. It was just pure instinct, an unconscious reflex you've done, I don't know, thousands and thousands of times. It's almost like breathing at this point, isn't it? And then you put it down, maybe after a few minutes, maybe it was 20, and you can't remember a single thing you just saw. But you do remember the feeling, don't you? That empty, kind of restless vibe, like your brain is just spinning its wheels. And that, right there, is the whole point. If this sounds at all familiar, it's because this cycle has almost nothing to do with willpower or discipline. Nope. We are talking about pure brain chemistry.
So, to really get a handle on this, let's zoom in on a specific moment. A moment I am pretty sure every single one of us has lived through. That moment where all our good intentions just, poof, vanish. Okay, picture this. You're in bed, the lights are out, you know you should be sleeping, and you make that little promise to yourself, right? Okay, just one more scroll, one last little video, and then poof! Next thing you know, that's the time staring back at you. A whole hour, maybe more, just gone, vanished, and you have no idea where it went. And the next morning, you feel it. Your eyes are sore, your mind feels loud, and you're just exhausted. And the worst part is, you didn't even enjoy it. You tell yourself never again, but deep down, you know that cycle is just so hard to break. So, what is this invisible force that keeps pulling us back in? Well, here's the thing, it's not actually about the phone. Not really. It's all about what the phone has trained your brain to want. See, we like to call it a bad habit. We blame ourselves. But that's not what's really going on. The reality? You're caught in a dopamine loop. It's a powerful chemical cycle happening right inside your brain. Now, most of us think dopamine is the happy chemical, right? Wrong. That's a huge myth. Dopamine is actually the chemical of anticipation. It's the maybe chemical. It's what makes you want and seek and search. It's not the feeling of getting the reward. It's the intense craving for the reward you might get. And here's exactly how that loop gets you. You scroll. Your brain goes, ooh, maybe we'll find something good. And boom, dopamine hits. It doesn't make you happy. It makes you want more. It fuels that little voice that says, maybe the next post will be the funny one. Maybe the next swipe will be interesting. And this is absolutely not an accident. These apps are designed exactly like slot machines. That infinite scroll, that's you pulling the lever over and over. You never know when you'll hit a jackpot, a hilarious video, a message from a friend. And that unpredictability, that maybe, is what keeps you hooked. But here's the really scary part. When your brain gets totally used to this constant fire hose of easy dopamine hits, the real world starts to feel, well, kind of boring. A normal conversation, reading a book, they just can't compete with that instant algorithm-powered reward. Real life starts to feel slow and just less interesting. So let me ask you a serious question, and be honest. When was the last time you just sat there, did nothing, waiting in line, on the bus, wherever? No phone, no podcast, no music, just you and your own thoughts.
For a lot of us, that kind of silence is actually uncomfortable now. And honestly, that's a huge loss because boredom, that used to be where creativity was born. It's where you'd have your big ideas, where you'd figure things out. Now we treat boredom like an emergency we have to escape from instantly. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do we break free? Look, the answer is not some crazy digital detox where you throw your phone in a lake. It's much simpler. It's about making small, smart changes that put you back in control. Here are a few things you can do, like today. First, create some friction. If you need to work, put your phone in another room. Seriously, just that tiny bit of effort makes a huge difference. Second, turn off almost all your notifications. Keep the ones from real people, turn off the rest. And finally, try this. For just 10 minutes a day, do nothing. No inputs. Just sit there. It's gonna feel weird at first, for sure, but you're literally retraining your brain to be okay with being calm. And just remember, the goal here isn't to hate your phone, it's a useful tool. The goal is to get to a place where you decide when to pick it up, not your unconscious impulse. It's about using the tool instead of letting the tool use you. So, what's the payoff for all this? It's way more than just getting a few hours back in your day. It's about changing the quality of your own mind. It's about reconnecting with a calmer, more focused version of yourself. Just imagine this. Imagine waking up and not immediately reaching for your phone. Imagine being able to truly focus on something for a whole hour without that twitchy feeling to check for something. Imagine your default state being calm instead of kind of anxious. That's the payoff we're talking about. So I'm going to leave you with this. The very next time your hand starts moving towards your phone, just pause for 1 second and ask yourself, am I choosing to do this, or is the impulse just happening to me? Because in that tiny little gap, that moment of just noticing, well, that's where all your power is. That's where taking back control really begins.